All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They run. Chubb. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, set, 380. 50, check back 50. So we got man. Rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wait, 20. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 38, Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Hey, Charlie. Switch. Rip. Hey, check it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 15, check 15. Pilot, 64, weak.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, let's go. Check my 45.
Mayfield to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go. Stop with the team on it. Put your money. Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Right. Go. Check, check, check.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you, boy. Switch. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do. I hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch safety. Any weapon. Safety screaming. Shoot. He's crashing. He's hurt.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 43. Whip.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Yo. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Levante David in on the tackle.
He was brought down by Levante David. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeltsin is here.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Complete to number 13, Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Seibert on board.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And rush coming, and he's taken down. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That old deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, cut. It's on the ending. Silver. Slam. Hook it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check it, reload.
Brady going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike, 53, Mike. I got one. Hey, box truck.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air one out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 40 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I got it. Regular.
Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Real. 54. Watch the screen. Hey, alert.
From the 31, Mayfield. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 65 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. We know it all too well. You give Tom Brady time on the clock. In the 4th quarter, you're playing with fire. We just saw it.
Yeah, and when you talk about playing with fire, it's really more like a raging inferno when it's Tom Brady, isn't it? And you almost expect it. Actually, you know he's going to come downfield and score against you. But here's the thing. Can you match Tom Brady now? Because there's still time on the clock for a chance to come back at it.
Yeah, maybe that long touchdown, they would have preferred something a little more methodical, because you're right, there's still quite a bit of time. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check three.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 33 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Good. 180. Check in. Stop your whining.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check. Watch 54. Strip that ball. Hey, alert. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
You can't block me. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Jones. Oh, he slipped right by him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A run for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A first down throw from Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check back 45. Check back 40. King. That's trash. Slip. Hurry.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield will throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
180.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield looks to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Gerald McCoy. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Brady. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Wait, set, 380. 51's the mark. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hold 50.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.